Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the Takara Brave Power Dagwon, and here he is. And first and foremost, mine is missing all the parts, so Dag Fire and the claw and drill attachment for the arm is all missing. It is just him, so I'm not going to be able to show off all those accessories. So unfortunately I can't do that, but that's how I got this guy for so cheap, I guess. I still paid 120 for him, but for what he goes for, I paid about half, a little bit, like, about a third to half the price for this guy. So I'm very happy to have him, but unfortunately I won't be able to show that off. And I would like to do a Q&A here soon, so if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. But whatever, we're here to look at one of the coolest toys ever, and obviously here he is, Power Dagwon. And if you don't know, he's a power shovel or an excavator. Obviously, to just attack it right out the gate. Obviously, the front half is an excavator, and yet barely, because he has these claws in the front and still all these chrome pieces at the front. But really, from here and forward, it looks like an excavator or a power shovel. But back, it is just him. But late G1, you really get that vibe from him, is that like business in the front, party in the back. You really get that from this guy. You can see he does have working tracks, and of all the toys that I have, Perfect Effects Warden and the Make Toys Iron Will, his tracks work the best. They actually do roll. They are kind of squeaky, but they actually do roll, and because there's so much mass on top of them. But yeah, that's not all the excavator can do. Obviously, if you have the drill and the claw accessories, you can detach this and swap them out. But I only have this bucket piece, and I don't know which way it's supposed to be, with this piece on the bottom or this piece on the bottom. I leave this piece on the bottom because it's like the teeth of the claw. Teeth of the bucket, but I don't really know. But it's simple. You can just put it upside down. I assume it's like that because it should be like that, because the screw holes are all on the center. Wait, no, the screw hole's on the other side. But I don't know. I've seen it either way, but I personally like it like that. But this can move up and down, and then the teeth can move up and down, so it can clamp things, but I like it just open like that. This can move up and down, and you can see these are the pistons actually exist, and I don't know if they're die cast or just chromed. I really can't tell, but this one can move, and then this big piece, this big joint, I'll raise the camera up so you can see it really quick. This big joint can raise completely up, and you have two on that side, and then this one is immobile. It just stands right there. And then you have a big clicky ratchet to fully extend it, like that. And this is a shovel, so it pushes forward to scoop things up instead of pulling it towards itself. So yeah, and then you can swivel it a full 360, like that. And I just really like this toy. I love, if you know that I love the Gigantian toys from Transformers Cybertron, like Menasor, Metroplex, and Quick Mix. I would love this guy because he's a big excavator, and I just really love that. Love construction vehicles, and this guy's right up my alley because he's a huge toy. Like, here he is compared to G1 Universe Optimus. Like, this guy's a big toy, and he is a huge, just machine, and I just really love that. So, very basic transformation, like I said, very late G1-esque. So, first things first, we're going to come back to these big fins and flip them down. And then we are going to split that and bring it around, and this peg or this tab will go into that slot like that. And same thing on this side, it will just swing around and tab in. And then here are his fists, and we just simply flip them up like that. And then you can bring this up and bring his head up. And this is a mode he uses like once in the show. and it's called the like Dragon Tank or something. I don't really remember what it's called, but he can do this, but obviously it's pretty dumb. But you take these claws and you flip them in like so, and then you just accordion all of this out, and then you flip out his feet. And now you need to raise the camera because he gets super, super big. And then you drop down the arms like so. Try to fit most of him in frame there. So yeah, here he is, and I absolutely love this guy. You know, just his look, just the way he looks. I do not have a Fire Dagwon, so he can't do Super Fire Dagwon, but unfortunately, but he's okay. He is an amazing toy on his own. Just like the dragon face, like, yeah, it's kind of derpy, but with the teeth, with the eyes, and then the head crest that for Super Fire Dagwon just adds to like the sort of like the frills of those like Chinese dragons. Just the chest looks so cool. His arms are just the front, the cab or whatever of the excavator, but they're very basic, but I really like them. These claws down here, like emulating more of the dragon, looks really cool. The chrome claws in the vehicle mode look awesome. The tracks look awesome. And then his big stompy feet. And this guy, he has a lot of articulation for what he is. There's nothing at his head, but he can get a full 360. If you take this back piece off, this forms the back, the chest plate for Super Fire Dagwon. But if you take this off, you can get a full 360 out of both arms. And then to use Gun Kid, you flip this piece out, and then you would put this chest plate piece back on. Oops, wrong way. And then you would put Gun Kid on this post, and then move that back. So that's his stabilizer, and then Gun Kid, you know, you could do whatever with him. But I obviously do not have him, but that's how you do it. You just have to take this off, and to get more articulation out of it. But it's okay. Then just put this back on. But yeah, and something about this, like, yeah, like, it just, to me personally, I like, it's obviously just a place to put the chest plate, like these fins, or wings, whatever you want to call them. But I think it just adds to this guy's silhouette. Like, he just looks like a big, you know, just a big, massive, cool-looking robot. That's what I love about him. But he has, you know, arm articulation. He does have an elbow. Because these ratchets are so stiff, I don't really use them that often. He does have a wrist swivel. And then, because the arm can swing and the turret can swing for the excavator mode, he has a waist swivel. And then he obviously has these transformation joints, but he has like the sort of like mono leg thing, but you can split them apart, like for Super Fire Dagwon. Split them, and then you can just bend one, and then put them back on, like so, and now you have independent legs. Obviously, it would have been nicer if they could just swing out and detach themselves, like, you know, most modern toys do, but it's okay. You can still get sort of a wide range of motion out of his legs, and then combined with his, you know, his arms, you know, with his arms, he can get some pretty cool poses, for his time. You know, this guy came out in 1996, so really for a G1 adjacent toy, oh, there goes his arm, and these arms come off, and then they insert right there for Super Fire Dagwon. But yeah, for what he's worth, or not what he's worth, I think this guy goes for around $400 to $300. You know, he is a very expensive toy. That's why I love mine so much, is that, yeah, I got nothing with him, but I got him for like $120, and I'm really happy with that. But really, just his very tactile and fun transformation combined with his fairly basic articulation has just made him really fun. Like, I've been able to put him in some poses. Obviously, you lose a lot of immersion when you're posing him because his head can't swivel. Really, if his head could swivel and his legs could just separate on their own, like, he could have an A stance, really, he would be a very, very good toy. I just really like him. To get Dagfire out or in, you would just open up the chest and he would go in there. But obviously, I don't have him, so it's okay. But I really like this guy. I would really recommend this guy if he wasn't so expensive. I've never seen one as inexpensive as the one that I have. And I'll just pull his legs off really quick. This is where his stamp is. Right there. Mine is a Takara one, not a Sonokong one. But I really do like this toy, but just for how much this guy goes for, it's hard to sort of recommend him because he is so expensive. And then like the Mini Pla and the other one, I don't really know what it's called, they're fairly expensive, and they really don't do much other than give him more articulation. They don't try to make the transformation any better. Of my knowledge, I don't own them, but from pictures that I've seen, they don't make the power shovel, or fire shovel, that's what it's called, the power shovel mode look any better. But he is a really cool design. Love his alt mode, love the fun, tactile, intuitive transformation, and love his, just the look of this guy, of his just base form, his robot mode. I really, really love it. Love this toy. Just looks amazing, feels amazing, transforms amazing. I love the transformation. It's just so fun and simple. And after playing with like Long Rack from Transformer Cybertron and a G1 Scavengers, this guy, he really transforms very differently from them. You really don't expect how this guy's going to transform, and that's what I love about him. He's just very fun, very cool, but it's really tough to recommend him because he's so expensive on the aftermarket. But if you can find one, I would really recommend him, even though he's not the greatest toy of all time. But I still really like him. But that's really all I have to say. So, till next time, see ya.